another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to LD Alajuelense versus Real España in leg 2 of the 2022 Scotiabank CONCACAF League semifinals. LD Alajuelense contra Real España in La Liga CONCACAF 2022 Semifinales Partido Vuelta. Aggregate 3-0 to Alajuelense. Global 3-0 y Alajuelense. Very big mountain to climb for Real España tonight here. Going to Alejandro Morera Soto in Costa Rica. This is a big mountain they need to climb and a big mountain they have to climb. They have to win 3-0 Real España to even get a penalty shootout. They have to have a clean sheet and win 3 or 4-0, and it's going to be very hard for them to do that. But in CONCACAF, it's never over till it's over. So, with this second leg, Alajuelense does put out a rotated lineup with the fact that most likely they have this sealed with 3 away goals from last week. In goal, Miguel Ahu. The back 4, Ian Smith, Eric Calceta, Giaquero, Alexi Gamboa, Kenyel Michel. There we go. Kenyel Michel. The midfield 5, Carlos Mora, Celso Borges, Jose Cubero, Aaron Suarez, Alexander Lopez, and Rolando Blackburn in a 5 or 4-5-1. Then for Real España, the away side trying to climb a mountain here. In goal, we got Luis Lopez, back for Carlos Maja, Devron Garcia, Getzel Montes, and Franklin Flores. The midfield 5, Junior Lacayo, Myron Flores, Luis Garrido, João Benavides, and Jason Maja, and Ramiro Roca up top, also 4-5-1 for Real España. I think Alajuelense holds this through, holds serve. I don't think there's really a big situation of them blowing this. I think they got this tie in the palm of their hand. I think everything will fall for them. I don't know if this stream will do as well as the next one, but we'll do back-to-back streams and one RSR. So there you go. Because I think that's pretty smart. We have one game that's completely over and one game that has everything to be played for. So that's the way we're going here. But the penultimate semifinal match in CONCACAF League history, and then, of course, the final ever semifinal match in CONCACAF League history also tonight, with 2 more matches to go, both legs of the final. Who will be in that final? We probably know one half, but the second half of it, we don't know yet. So, it should be very interesting. Philadelphia Eagles 5-0. Are they going to be in the Super Bowl this year? No. The Eagles will falter at some point, and Tom Brady will beat them in the playoffs. There you go. There's your answer. I'm watching Lightning versus Rangers, 0-0 so far. Nice. Sounds like a good one. Braden Point looks healthy for the Lightning. Happy to hear that. Are they going to do an Eagles 17-18 season? No. But we'll see. Maybe they do. As long as they don't beat Tom Brady on the way, I won't complain about it. Real España in their red jerseys tonight. Alajuelense will probably be in their white kits. That would make sense. So we'll see. Yep. Alajuelense has their white kits on tonight. Real España in their red. What was lucky red until last week. We shall see how this one goes. 90 minutes to a semifinal for one of these two teams, for Alajuelense to hold on for 90 minutes or score another goal. But they score another goal, it's pretty much over. Referee here tonight is Ismail Elfath which is not great. Yep. Should be a fun one. Huddersfield. But it's got the Alajuelense black and red stripes, so I'm making do with what I got. And it's a lot more sensible than the SpongeBob jersey for Olympia. But, I mean, it's got the colors, so I'll make do with what I got for now. I don't think that's a problem. With that being said, I mean, I wanted Alajuelense to win this tie. I picked them to, and right now it looks like they will. Maybe a little bit of bias. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Everybody should hate Elfast. If you don't, you either are just started to watch the MLS or CONCACAF, or you don't know what bad refereeing looks like. I do too. Yeah, everybody should. Alajuelense fans will probably find out if they blow this tie. "90 minutes at Alejandro Morera Soto to get to the final of CONCACAF League. The final ever final. The 2020 champions, Alajuelense, versus, of course, the debutantes and the Cinderellas, Real España, to try to face the 2017 inaugural champions, Olympia, or the perpetual bridesmaids. Motagua. Hold on, let me see. It's on regular mic mode, so it's not catching my AirPods over there. Did the 40-meter dash, and I got a 5.84. That means I'm in 8th place. That ain't too bad. Probably faster than me. I want Guatemalans to win. That was last year. They were all eliminated by the... Hold on. Preliminary round of 16. Round of 16. By the round of 16. Yesterday it was crystal clear. StreamYard does that. I can't help you. It does that. I don't know why. We've had Wi-Fi problems throughout the day, but it ain't going through my AirPods. That's the problem. I made sure it wasn't. So, and it wasn't when I checked again. So that could be the problem, but it's not. Had a little bit of Wi-Fi problems like 2 hours before the match, but we reset the routers, so it is what it is. I couldn't tell you what the problem is. Or it could just be StreamYard being StreamYard, but could be on your end too. I don't know. Teams are lined up. They're ready. We got 90 minutes. Will Real España make a comeback for the ages, Puma style? Or will Alajuelense hold on and go to the final once again? 2 years, or a tournament, 2 tournaments after their last championship. Montreal could win MLS Cup if reffing is fair. That is true, but I don't want to see it happen. I kind of want the reffing to be a little bit, questionable against Montreal. Not just a little bit. Well, you kind of can't make it obvious, but hey, throw Ismail Elfath out there and they won't have that. That'll take care of itself. Throw Ismail Elfath out there against Montreal and it'll take care of itself. Alajuelense under Fabian Coito. A little bit of a rotated lineup here. Miguel Aju in goal. Eric Cabelceta, Ian Smith, Celso Borges, Rolando Blackburn, Alexander Lopez, Alexi Gamboa, Carlos Mora, Aaron Suarez, Kenyo Michel, and Jose Cubero for Alajuelense. Because everybody play. This is the second leg of a knockout tournament. Jesus. And they play week after in 2 weeks' time. It's not like they try to wait. But they also play every week because they play in their local leagues as well. Ishmael Elfaf, the referee, the ARs, Kyle Atkins, and Logan Brown, the fourth official, Ismael Cornejo from El Salvador. So 3 USA referees, 1 Salvadoran. We'll see how that goes. I posted a TikTok now on my Hokkaido Consolador Sapporo jersey. Nice. Red and black going to be prevailing. They probably will, but CONCACAF, anything can happen. Real España under Hector Vargas for the Cinderella side this tournament. Luis Lopez, Getzel Montes, Myron Flores, Franklin Flores, Devron Garcia, Luis Garrido, João Benavides, Jason Maya, Junior Lacayo, Ramiro Roca, and Carlos Maya for Real España to try to, their best 11 to try to pull off this comeback upset. See how it goes. I got Montreal jerseys for $3 last month, and TFC jerseys were $4. Huh. Must have been like older ones, like Impact era Montreal jerseys. Which honestly, I don't blame you. If I ever did, not saying I would get a Montreal jersey, but if I ever did at some point to just fully close the collection, it'd be an Impact era jersey. It wouldn't be CF. Couldn't do that. Figured. Maybe I'll check it out later. In a Moroccan market, that jersey I bought for $4, it was 2020, so that's why. Fair. I wish that like Ross had more football kits, because let's be honest, I've seen other people go to Ross and there's like older football kits like MLS and other leagues, and I've went like 3 times and there's never anything there. So I either don't go frequently enough, or I live in a place that doesn't get that dead stock. Who knows? Goal kick. We've kicked off. Again, Real España in the red, Alajuelense in the white. Goes out for a goal kick for Luis Lopez. Alajuelense, Rolando Blackburn puts on an early chance. If he scored that, it would have been dead over, because España would have had to score 5. Or 4 to win the tie, but win 4-1. Because that would still be more away goals. But I bought Barca and Real Madrid like 4 years ago. Nice. I just don't see Real España scoring 40 or 4 in 90 minutes. I just don't see it. The way Alajuelense is playing them, has been, and still is. Even if they rotated, I still don't see it. Nice play there. To be fair, Barca. Son bought the World Cup Panini book and $70 of stickers. Nice. That was all at Ross. Yeah, the closest thing I found was like this Messi rip-off Barcelona kit. Like it was a Messi t-shirt that sort of ripped off the 17, like the 16-17 Barca kit when they made that comeback against PSG. But, yeah, that was 16-17. It had like Messi's picture on it, like cartoonish and all that. One, I didn't want it. Second of all, that's like buying a fashion jersey. That's just, no. No. My patience for fashion jerseys is not there. Only on-field kits or training kits. I could. Well, I guess wearing a training kit's like wearing a basketball shooting shirt, or wearing a batting practice jersey. So I'm good with training, pregame stuff as well. But like if it's a fashion kit, no. Real España going forward here, they got to score quick hit after quick hit pretty much if they want any chance. Bad giveaway. That's a throw in for Real España. 0-0. 0-0. Esta noche. On the night. The checkerboard kit with a knit neck. Did Venezia make a fashion kit or a real kit? That was a real kit that can be a very fashionable statement. There's this kid that's a ball hogger. He pushes me all the time, so I pushed him so hard he nearly fell, so he punched me on the shoulder. I told him badass. Don't take no shit. That's what I'm talking about. Don't take no shit. Still waiting for the first goal of the NHL season. It'll happen. Wouldn't it be funny if the first game of the season went to a shootout though? That'd be funny. The place I bought the jerseys at also sells classic rock t-shirts for $3 they buy from bankrupt businesses. That sounds like a good place to go. I can get behind jerseys and classic rock t-shirts. I can get behind both. Nice. Any Metallica or Led Zeppelin or Motorhead? Any of that? Alajuelense going forward. Alajuelense going forward. Fifth minute. If you find good stuff, you find good stuff. I mean, sometimes going bargain hunting or going to thrift shops is pretty cool because it helps you find stuff you normally wouldn't find. Sometimes. Doesn't mean you're poor. Finding. And I understood what you were saying. Alajuelense going forward. But seriously though, there are things that are actually worth it. Like if you go to a Goodwill or a Ross or something like that, or a Burlington Coat Factory or something like that, there's things worth finding. Now, there may be a lot of hand-me-down Christmas sweaters, but not bad. Rolling Stones, Guns N' Roses, Kiss, not bad. All good bands. Guess who's trying to go to the TFC Academy to play for them? You, Rebel. Hey, as long as you get from Toronto to Pumas, nobody said it had to be Pumas first. 6 minute. What? It's Huddersfield. Again, Huddersfield. Be a throw in for Real España. YouTube is taking shit. Oh, great. What's going on? I remember like a couple of days ago, there was an issue where monetization like just disappeared for a lot of people. Also me. But it came back. We were all good. High quality CFL baseball caps for $2. Probably snapbacks, but that don't sound too bad. Wonder if it's like an older Argonauts logo. Like the 2004 like Poseidon with a shield type logo instead of, I wonder. 7th minute. A Jokic white jersey for $1.50, and on eBay it was $40 to $55. It's like Terrier, because they're Huddersfield Terriers. So, yep, because they were forced to change their name too. But yep, used to be the Edmonton Eskimos, not the Elks. Except they still somehow use a little modified double E logo now that nobody really liked the elk logo. I mean, I'm not going to speak on it. Vasilevsky saves the Rangers opportunity. Nice. I think the Leafs play tomorrow, don't they? I'll watch if it's on TV. Throw in for Alajuelense. I can't wait till they digitally alter Major League to replace Indians with Guardians, because you know that's coming. You know they're going to digitally alter Major League at some point to put Guardians on the jerseys. They're going to use freaking AI to change Bob Uecker's voice. I'm just saying, you know it's coming. I'm not saying anything about the name. I'm just saying, you know it's coming. João Benavidez for a corner. Leafs at the Habs, home opener. Well, yeah, that sounds like a classic opening game. Headed away from Alajuelense. What is the question? Franklin Flores with a corner. Yeah, I probably should buy a DVD version of Major League 1 and 2, probably. So the Hornets have not won a preseason game. Well, the Hornets win a game and the season starts next week. Preseason doesn't count. They'll be better in the regular season, so on and so forth. I think they still got LaMelo, so yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. 10th minute. Probably still a play-in level team, but pushes through, no foul. Ball being played forward. Chested down by Real España. 1/9 through this match. Alajuelense misses that chance to go forward to score another goal. Golden Knights versus Kings later tonight. That should be a good one too, actually. That should be pretty good too, actually. Not going to lie. Yeah, I could agree with that. 11th minute. Alajuelense just doing enough so far. Yep. Heard about it. I didn't see it, but I heard about it. It's the Chiefs, though. What do you expect? It's the Chiefs, though. What do you expect? And the Raiders haven't even been that good this season. AKA Josh McDaniels is a shit head coach, and we knew this. Hell, he couldn't even be a good offensive coordinator for the last 3 years. Real España going forward. Sydney United played in the Australian Cup final on the weekend. About 15,000 Croatians went with Croatian flags and song and cheered for them because they were found in Sydney, Croatia. That's nice. That's nice. Twelfth minute. Let's see. Are they a... Wow. It was a lower level team as well. Nice. Very interesting. Nice. Yeah, but this I think was on field version, so that's probably why. It barely, almost, it does better than other jerseys with sleeve designs. It's only 1/4 that it doesn't, so. As they should be. As they should be. If your team is based off of I think there's a soccer camp of Barcelona in New Jersey, so I don't know if Barcelona or TFC is a scout. I do watch the NBA. Fourteenth minute. Somebody. Hold on. There we go. Use this. Hold on. Or not. Being played forward. Corner kick for Alajuelense. Probably wasn't the smartest to. Here's a corner kick for Alajuelense. I knew that. I feel that. I understand. Yeah, I feel that. It definitely does tick me off too, and I do have some sort of OCD. I don't think it's as bad as my father's, but I definitely have it. I don't know if it's because I try not to make it worse or if it's I just don't have it as bad. I don't know which. Yes. 15th minute. Sixteenth minute. The hell? Alajuelense on the ball. 16th minute. Guess some sort of band practice or something. Sounds like something's going on over there. I wouldn't know. It's a freaking Tuesday. Alajuelense going forward. 0-0. 0-0 esta noche. There really isn't much commentary to this one because as long as nothing happens. Trying to get 1 month of different football games I see on TV for my TikTok Now content. Nice. That works. It's Wednesday. It's Tuesday for me. It's probably Wednesday. Well, it is Wednesday for you on your time zone, but it's still Tuesday for me. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Trust me, because if it was Wednesday. Either. I know time zones. By the time I get the RSR up, it'll 10. Could be Wednesday. Actually, Wednesday. But I got some shit to do, so. I got a video to make on Wednesday. I got a sit down call I got to take. Thursday, MLS Cup predictions. Watching Dinamo versus Salzburg game today, I was thinking Michael Bradley would look like an old washed up embarrassment if he was in that game. Yeah, probably. Do you like the kits with a lot of logos on them or kits with 1 or 2 logos in the main sponsors? Well, if I cover CONCACAF, since I cover CONCACAF, there's Of course, I have a partiality to the logos, the kits with a lot of advertisement logos. It's kind of cool to see how much they could fit on there. Goal for Real España. Says, shot! Taps in, goal! 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 Real España! Ramiro Roca scores and it bounces off the hands of the goalkeeper and in. It's 1-0, 1-0. 3-1 global. Oh boy. There's time. There's time yet. There's time yet. Roca's onside. There's no VAR here anyway. He takes the shot and it rolls in under the hand, under and off the hand of Miguel Aju, the backup goalkeeper for Alajuelense, and then this game's not over. This game is not over. 1-0 esta noche. 1-0 on the night. 0-1 on the night. 0-1 esta noche. 3-1 global. 3-1 on aggregate. And Real España ain't done yet. It's not over. Ramiro Roca with a goal. They do give it to Ramiro Roca. 20th minute. 19th minute, getting into the 20th. I think so. I definitely think so. Oh, what league is that? Okay, all right. All right, Real España needs 2 more goals to send us to a penalty shootout at the very least. And they got 70 minutes to do it. They've definitely been on the front foot. Alajuelense almost did enough to keep them a clean sheet for 20 minutes, but they've definitely not been on the front foot. Real España definitely have been on the better foot this match and have been definitely playing a lot better. 53% possession for Real España. 1-0 Real España. They need 2 more goals to go to an extra time, or penalties, I should say. Go to penalties. They got 70 minutes to do it. And they've been playing much better, honestly, so far. Just got from the plane, off the plane in LaGuardia. Just came back from Atlanta matchup. Nice, nice. How was Atlanta? How was Atlanta? You see Truist Park as well? Is Ecuador still going to the World Cup? I think they are, as far as I know. Colombian League, not shocked. Or Poland. I took the walk to Poland. No, but it's Colombia. St. Albans City FC is a local team. My mother, they're 6th division in England. Nice. I'm still confused about that. I think Ecuador is still going, as far as I know. Here comes Alajuelense over the bar. Atlanta's always a blast. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. I have a soft spot for Atlanta. At least the Braves, but, I mean, I'm from the South. Kind of have to have a soft spot for Atlanta. Not going to lie. Sadly enough, the Phillies definitely took a chop at Atlanta today, but still 4 games left. Only got to win 3. They'll do it. Wouldn't it be funny? You win 100-something games in the regular season and proceed to not win 3 in a 5-game series. Maybe I will after what I do today. Maybe. "22nd minute. Comes Alajuelense. If they score, that puts Real España right back where they started. They would have to score 3 goals to go to a... Well, no, they would just have to win. Score 3 more to win. I know Footbin, yeah. Cuenca FC is the home team of my wife. They're top 5 in Ecuador. Got to check them out. The team. Hey, it's nice to hear. It's nice to see where everything lies. It's cool. Well, helps broaden people's horizons, you know, I think, personally. I think it does. Like, I barely pay attention to Ecuadorian league football. I mean, I'll admit that. All I know is Zamora Ecuadorian? Because Erickson Gallardo, didn't he play in Ecuador? Maybe that's a lower Venezuelan team. I know he's from Venezuela, but it kind of felt, I don't know. See, exactly. I get these all mixed up, so, you know, sometimes. If they're not like River Plate, Boca, Palmeiras, and all that, like the big name South American teams, let's be honest, I get them mixed up. Oh, block shot. Alajuelense has a chance. Like Velez, Huracan. It's about as mid-level as I can get. Zamora's Venezuela. I thought so, but I thought so. As I said, I knew Gallardo was Venezuelan. I just thought. But then again, Soteldo and Gallardo played there together for a while as well. So. I remember that. Nacional. First Man United 10 years ago. Yeah, I remember that. And I think at the time, hold on, if that was 2022, I think at the time, Oso may have been in Nacional's academy at that point. Over the bar, gets pushed over. That'll be a corner for Real España. Oh, boy. Oh. Oh. It's getting good. Crossed in. Header. Alajuelense clear. Nacional of Ecuador. Oh. See, that also happens too. Do you think Alphonso Davies' injury will affect Canada's World Cup prep? No, because I think he'll get back quick enough to where it doesn't really hurt. To where it doesn't really hurt Canada. Ecuador is Zamora, my bad. For a YouTube or Instagram for this YouTube specifically, no. No. Personal Instagram and a spam, but I don't have one for this channel specifically. So no. "27th minute. I see now that you have Rumble. Yeah, because at some point, I still need to get to 100 subscribers over there to stream over there. Nice. Did you see Rudiger got a bloody eye? Yeah, that was gnarly, frankly. That was gnarly. But if anybody plays through something like that, it's Antonio Rudiger, so I know that for sure. So still have to get 100 subscribers over there to stream. Found that one out. Well, at least on a free plan. I'll rumble the... Is that disrespect? Is that disrespect? It's always good to have a backup, just in case. Let's put it like that. It's always good to have a backup, just in case. I see what you're saying there. What's your thoughts on PFOC? Do you reckon he's on the plane to Qatar? Yes. He's got to go to Qatar. There's no way he doesn't. There's no way he doesn't. 28th minute. There's no way he doesn't. If he doesn't go, Greg Berhalter is an idiot. Well, I mean, we already knew it's possible that he is, but it wouldn't be confirmed until then. '29th minute. Free kick here for Real España, but he's going. It's absurd that the ref saw 2 or 3 minutes roll off the clock and say, oh, I saw injury and give 25 seconds of extra play. Must have been enough. Oh, yep. Okay, yep. I realize what we're talking about. Okay. I was like, we're not even there yet. Free kick for Real España. Aaron Long is Berhalter's son, it seems. Headed away and cleared. Real or Alajuelense can go forward here. Ooh. Aaron Long is Berhalter's son, it seems. I mean, the man definitely does get a longer leash than you would expect for most of Berhalter's players. I mean, the man, like John Brooks, didn't deserve to get shit canned, but he did. I don't know what was happening there. And they say, oh, he needs to play in a better league or be better in the system or something, or play on a team that helps him play the system all the time or something. I just think Berhalter didn't like John Brooks. Probably because Aaron Long is pretty much his son. But whatever. Real España going forward. Tackle, not enough. Well, I could do that. Imagine Jonathan David picked USA. Probably would be watching the World Cup at home with Greg as manager. Probably. I heard Gary Neville signed with the Qatar World Cup promotions after criticizing them for months because of women's rights and LGBT, but he took their big money like a hypocrite. Here's the thing. When it comes to the current era, even if you are a virtue signaler, if there's big money to be made, people are going to sell their morals and their virtue for that big money. Gary Neville saw that there was a big check with his name on it, a big blank check with his name on it, and he said, I want that blank check. And he took it. That's the problem with people nowadays. It's rules for thee and not for me. If you overstep the bounds of what they consider non-virtuous, they're going to put you on the stake. But if they do something that doesn't equal their virtues, it's all good. But it is what it is. It is what it is. John Brooks playing for Benfica now. He's not getting much playing time because of Otamendi and their youngest Silva. Exactly. He just got into a worse situation. USA U17 8-0 versus India, and a former Indian citizen scored versus their birth country for the USA. Like Amazon with this rare show, Lord of the Rings. Fair enough. I'm not saying Qatar is perfect, and I'm not saying the USA isn't innocent. I'm not saying that. Header save by Luis Lopez. I'm not saying the USA is innocent because they're not. I mean, just look at any of their world police actions. I mean, they're not innocent at all. And Qatar's not perfect either. But nobody's perfect. If you really cared about this virtue and all these my way or the highway things, everybody would have done something wrong. Everybody. From the lowest to the highest, everybody would have some sort of sin, some sort of scarlet letter on them. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. And I'm not stupid enough or idealistic enough to try to say, oh, everybody better be perfect. No, you can't do that. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. Nothing's ever going to be sunshine and rainbows. So stop trying to act like it will be. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has a scarlet letter. And it is what it is. Sometimes it's worse than others. Sometimes people deserve the shit they get. But that comes from actual courts and actual laws. But, And some people who don't get the shit they deserve should get the shit they deserve. But what do I know? Like hypocrite Leonardo DiCaprio. Are you streaming the Leafs game tomorrow? No, because I got a recap video to do for CONCACAF, and I got to help somebody with something, so I got stuff to do tomorrow. I'm busy. Exactly. I'm just tired of common sense not being a thing anymore. Oh, I agree. And if you're going to their country, they have their customs. And here's the thing that gets me. If you're so tolerant, shouldn't you accept the customs of the country of who has the World Cup that you're going to? If you're so tolerant, doesn't that make sense? Doesn't that make sense, or am I crazy? Their beliefs may not be right, but shouldn't you accept they're hosting it? It's their decision to enforce whatever they so choose to enforce. I think, personally, but... And speaking of hypocrites, FIFA. They have a problem with a chant, but they'll surely host a World Cup in Qatar. This virtue signaling stuff's getting out of control. This society is in a way to become dystopian, like 1984 or Brave New World kind of thing. We're already there. That's where we'll leave it. There we go. That's where we'll leave it. There we go. There we go. The people, hit dogs holler. Hit dogs holler. That's all I'm going to say. You complain about something, you're probably guilty of worse. That's all I'm going to say. If you're militant about something, super militant about something, you've probably done worse, if not the same. Hit dogs holler. You're not perfect either. But that's where we'll stop with that. That's where we'll stop with that. I want to see Philippines host World Cup one day. You know what? I like that. I would like that. And then the Leafs will pull a Blue Jay. Well, the Blue Jays pull the Leafs, and then the Leafs will pull the Blue Jays. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be over 99 degrees. FIFA's now going to give a fine to fans who are shirtless. What? Oh. Trudeau's family's all French and English for 300 years, and he calls other people racist. Oh. Like Trudeau didn't get caught. Yeah, we won't go there. But he does love drama because he was a drama teacher, right? There we go. The short end goal for the Rangers. Good for them. 38th minute. Asia can't host a World Cup for a bit because of this World Cup, but Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Greece put in a bid to host 2030. Explain to me what Greece has to do with Egypt and Saudi Arabia, please. Like, they're European. Like, you could have cross confederation bids. Like, what? One, I didn't expect that to happen. Second of all, so does that stop UEFA from going for a World Cup for 2 cycles with the Asians? Doesn't that? I guess it would. 39th minute. Greece should host the 2004, hosted the 2004 Olympics. Would like to see them host a World Cup. Yeah, I agree with that. And Greece also won the Euros in 2004. So that was a good year for Greece. A great year for Greece, 2004. I have respect for Greece. And then what, 5 years later, the Euro? Ugh. My mother English, father Croatian, wife Ecuadorian, son-in-law Portuguese. Take that, Trudeau. Lovely. 40th minute. Header over. Shot blocked away. Greece and Egypt's like Florida and Cuba. It's very close to each other. Okay. Except, hopefully, more similar politics. I would need to look into that, though. 40th minute. I won't read that comment because yeah. Jose Mourinho defense. Yeah, I don't get it either, but my family comes from Ireland, Scotland, and Germany. Take that for what you will. Nice. My family has German heritage, Irish heritage, Native American heritage, Choctaw. And I think I may have some Italian in me. I mean, I do have an Uncle Tony, so I think. So, there you go. One thing I don't get is Spain, Portugal got Ukraine to join them to bid, but Ukraine's on the other side of Europe. You know, I mean, was that in place before February or after? Zibanejad absolutely roofed it. My mom's side is German. Nice. Now we're just talking about takeout. Now we're just talking about, okay, all right. No. I see what you were saying there, though. Shot! Goal! 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 Lopez! Goal de Alajuelense! Alexander Lopez! Uno! He puts it in there. There you go. 43rd minute. Alajuelense 4-1 on aggregate. 4-1 global. 1-1 esta noche. 1-1 on the night. Alajuelense. That means Real España have to score 3 goals to win. They're back where they started. What a banger of a goal by Alexander Lopez, though. He's doing good. I have to agree. Got lots of cousins in Longford, Ireland. It's the most country I spent most time in outside of Canada. Nice. Born in England to a Swiss father, Somali mother. That's a bit about me. Swiss is nice. Switzerland is nice. Got announced like last week. Which part? Oh, the bid. Okay, there we go. Dad's side is German Hungarian. My mom's side is Irish, and her ancestors are French Canadian. And that's why you're a Habs fan. España are teetering from game on to out of the game. They got a half to score 3 goals. I say it doesn't happen. I say it doesn't happen, but that's just me. I say it doesn't happen. This turned into an international show. I mean, it always has been. We just didn't know. We just didn't know. We just didn't know. That's football, damn it. 44th minute. What's an ope? I moved to the Midwest. I was not born there, so I've heard it, but I don't use it. I don't use it. Southerners, rednecks don't use it. This, I've been to Somalia, but I've never been to Switzerland before, not far from England. I mean, hey, if you go to Switzerland, at least you could get some good chocolate and some good weed right at the same stores. Hell, maybe weed-laced chocolate. That don't sound so bad. 1 minute. Oh, it's the sponsor for, I don't know what company it is, but I don't know. Well, there you go. And Mickey said there was nothing. And Mickey said there was nothing. That Nana was wrong. I knew she wasn't. I knew my Nana wasn't wrong. So I guess those Ancestry.com things do lie sometimes. All right. It figures they're just stealing your DNA probably. Where's my tinfoil hat? Where's my tinfoil hat? Alajuelense. 5-on-3, 2-man advantage for Tampa. They'll score on that probably. 10 seconds left before halftime. Mexico. That's America and Mexico. That's it. That's it. I've not been as well traveled as I want to be, but at some point. 1-1 at the half. 1-1 esta noche. Marcador. Or miedo tiempo. 4-5 or 4-1 global. 4-1 on aggregate. $30. Switzerland is $30 for a cup of coffee. I didn't say I wanted the coffee. I said I wanted the chocolate and the weed. I didn't say I wanted the coffee. I'm not a coffee guy anyway. Frankly. Did you watch the robbery in the game of AC Milan versus Chelsea today? I saw the score. I didn't see the robbery, but how was it a robbery, frankly? How was it a robbery? It was 2-0. How was it a robbery? Unless it was like 2 penalties for Chelsea, then maybe I'll understand. I've traveled to France airport, live in Morocco, says Winvo. Yeah. Airport, France. Which part of France? Tomori got robbed. Fikayo Tomori got robbed. Okay. In the game, I presume. Mexico has pizza for 600 or 700 pesos. What does that convert to in dollars? I forgot. It's been 10, 17 years. I forgot. I'm sure the exchange rate has changed as well over 17 years as well, so I forgot. Orlando, where in Morocco? My nephew has Moroccan in him. Nice. Paris Airport. Stamkos scores 1-1 Tampa Bay. Could have explained that. Could have saw that coming. We'll take a short break, talk about the stats of the half, get this one going. You know what it is. Sit tight. Be back. That's at the half. 8 shots to 4. 5 shots on goal to 1. 1 assist to 1. 2 steals to 4. 2 fouls to 5. 49% possession to 51% possession. 2 offside to 2. 2 corners to 2. 168 correct passes to 177. 38 incorrect passes to 39. 206 passes to 216. 82% pass accuracy to 82. 0 cards to no yellows on either side and no reds on either side. It's been very even so far. The first half, Real España was the way better team. They got a goal there. But then after that goal, Alajuelense settled back in, took the advantage, and scored a goal as well. It's even all the way around so far in this match, at least on the night. Aggregate-wise, it's still very lopsided towards Alajuelense. But on the night itself, very, very even. But that's not what Real España need at all. Not what Real España need at all. 45 more minutes left in this match, 90 in the second tonight. Overall, 315 more minutes left in the CONCACAF League if we don't go to extra time in the final. But we don't know that until we know that. But with that being said, we don't know that until we know that. If we get a 30-minute extension or not. We don't know that until we know that. But with that being said, this tournament, the sands through the hourglass are running. The sands through the hourglass are running. It'll be very interesting to see how this turns out and keeps on progressing. And we'll be live, of course, for Olimpia Motagua as well. Take a short break, of course, during the in between the matches. Short 10-minute break. Shouldn't be long in between the matches. Of course, Olimpia Motagua will be the more viewed match, I'm sure, because it's not even over yet. There hasn't even been a goal. It's the second leg of a Super Classico Hondureño semi. So we'll see exactly where that goes. Be very intrigued by it. Of course, if we're tied after 90, we go straight to penalties in that situation. If we're tied after 180 in the final, there will be extra time there, but only the final has possible extra time before penalties in the second leg. So every other round is 180, tie, penalties, which is possible for Olimpia Motagua if it's another 0-0 draw. See how it goes, though. Any other draw, Motagua would go through, of course. Any outright win, whoever outright wins, they would go through. There's only one way for a penalty shootout. That's a 0-0 draw. Any other scoring draw would be a Motagua advancement. A Olimpia outright win would be an Olimpia win. A Motagua outright win would be a win. So it's very hard to see a shootout. So Motagua has more chances to progress. Drawing or outright winning would put them through. Olimpia has to win no matter what. Or win on a penalty shootout if it's a 0-0 draw, but they have to win either in 90 or in a shootout. They cannot draw or lose. When do the MLS teams announce the players that are returning next season? By the time it's the day after MLS Cup is the roster free agent date. So the day after MLS Cup, normally maybe 2 sometimes, you have to put out your list of your roster players, like options are declined, who stays, who gets extended, so on and so forth. So either the Sunday or Monday after MLS Cup, when that starts trickling out. So we'll see that, of course, in about on the 6th or 7th, so about in a month. So someone like San Jose have to wait till then? Yes. Yes. Because it'd be unfair for teams who didn't make the playoffs to have their decisions already published and then you just go down the line. It just makes a lot more sense to have everybody make their roster decisions, their opening roster decisions after the Cup. It makes sense. Because you're giving teams who are in the playoffs more time to plan. If you have all the non-playoff teams do it by a certain date, and then the teams who get eliminated one by one, it would be stupid. I'm sure they already have their decisions ready, but they're not publicized until after the Cup. I mean, that makes sense to me. You don't want to give teams that are better and think they could get more out of that player more of a chance to tamper, wouldn't you? When you can't go to a player who's in a playoff team until after their run is done. You see what I'm saying? If eliminated teams were to put out their decisions and it was a staggered process, it would be unfair for the teams to get eliminated earlier and earlier, you know? So I see why they do it that way. Right after the Cup, everybody puts out their decisions, or at least finally publicizes them. I'm sure, again, they're ready. They know what they're doing. And they know what their decisions are. At least by the end of the week, they won't be publicized. Well, some teams, some players announce they leave anyway, whether they're retiring or whether they just want to leave. Sometimes players get ahead of it again because of that situation. Sometimes players like to get ahead of it, but you only know until before the cup on the player side for eliminated teams, or at least what trickles through the talking heads personally. But you know exactly. Some players are going to say what they want to do anyway. I mean, who wants to stay at San Jose anyway? If you have a better chance of going somewhere else as a free agent, I'd probably leave too. Especially with the way that team is set up in their situation. It's just, I wouldn't want to be there either. I mean, the guy who owns San Jose Earthquakes owns the Oakland A's. He doesn't care about either team. If you've noticed. See what the scores are in the playoffs. Cleveland, New York 1-1, top of the 5th. I want to see Cleveland beat the Yankees. That would be awesome. Why not? That'd be cool. Oof. That definitely hurt seeing Seattle blow it. But they know how it feels now, I guess. Halftime, second half's about to start here in this first game of the day. The second leg of Alajuelense, Real España. Real España have to score 3 goals in 45 minutes. Rio Cortula, red card. Fabio Delgado, LA Equidad, 1-1 Cortula. Okay. This is in South America. Second half about to start. 45 more minutes of this semifinal 2 matchup. Happy my boys beat the Mariners. Good for y'all. You know what? It kind of is nice to see the Mariners feel exactly what Toronto fans felt a couple of days ago. I mean, I really couldn't care less. It's the team that beat Toronto versus the Houston Astros. I'd still feel salty either way. Let's be honest. I'd still feel salty either way. Point is I want the Atlanta Braves to go back-to-back. Oh, yeah, okay. Let me read back. Where are we? Cuenca is what he said. Cuenca. 45th minute. Kicked off. Braves versus Astros. The Astros are beatable. The Braves could do it again. That's all I'm saying. 45th minute. I do think the Astros have a home field, though, don't they, this time? Wait, no, they had home field last time, yeah. Because the Braves only had like 80-some wins, and the Astros, okay, no, they had home field both times. It didn't matter. Almost home, can't wait, nice. Any updates on Fonzie? They said he had a concussion. Or a skull bruise, but definitely that probably led to a concussion as well. Or was it a cranial bruise, which, yeah, that definitely could lead to a concussion. I'm not a doctor, so pretty much I just say concussion. Makes it easier for me. Yellow card for Franklin Flores. I got dementia. I believe sometimes I say the same thing. We all do, probably. How do you think that Canada and Senegal would do if Senegal had Morocco spot Canada's group? That would make that group actually really a lot harder. I have more belief in Senegal as a national team. I think Canada definitely would have to be tough, play very tough against all three teams to make at least, even just make third in that group. Senegal would probably, honestly, I could see Belgium finishing third or fourth in that group if Senegal was there. Croatia and Senegal probably top two, honestly. So I'm glad we got the Moroccan draw with Morocco, because Canada's basically in that Senegal place where I think Belgium will definitely fall off. I just have a feeling that this World Cup is going to be how do I put this? A very bittersweet World Cup for Belgium. I just have a feeling that it's going to be a letdown. I mean, anything besides a third place or final would be a letdown for them considering what they did last time. But that's out for a goal kick for Real España. Do you see that Zambian Brighton player who had a heart problem? Yes, and that's very sad that he's so young and he had a heart problem and he can't play no more. That's sad. I'm not going to speculate why. Maybe it is hereditary, but I'm not going to speculate. Hey, Rebel, is this true? Can being serious count as an offense? What? What do you mean count as a... What? What? I need more, whatever the word is. Context. That's over the bar by Lacayo. Junior Lacayo in the 50th minute. España have to score very soon, very soon, by at least the 55th minute if they want any chance. I do feel for that player. It sucks. It sucks to see. '50th minute. Alajuelense versus Real España, 50th minute. $40 more minutes. They need a goal every 15, 30, about every 12 minutes. In Venezuela, it's rude to be on time for a dinner. Well, they do have different... That's their custom. Is the Zambian player in a situation similar to Eriksson? No, because they found a defect in his heart. He didn't collapse. Well, at least it wasn't on TV, but it wasn't a heart. It wasn't a cardiac arrest or a heart attack. They found a defect during a medical, so to speak, and that stopped him from playing. Or at least if he did collapse on the pitch, it was during training. But I don't think, again, it was different. In Malaysia, it's rude to touch your head. At least it's not against the law like some of those weird laws. That's a substitution for Real España. Now we're just learning about customs, ain't we, right now? So we think Real España ain't doing shit. Okay, Chavez for Garrido. The Eriksson thing was shown on BBC. I have a feeling that Europe's football dominance on a national club team level is finally coming to an end. I agree with that. again, as Miguel Herrera said, MLS is trying to challenge Europe. They're not even worried about Liga MX anymore. There's a reason El Piojo said that. So the typical dish in Costa Rica is gallo pinto. If I ever go to Costa Rica, I'll try it. Why not? If I am as much of a traveler as I want to be, if I jet set as much as I want to, I'll be rich enough to do it. It's just a matter of when. Probably the next 10 years, hopefully at the latest. Punched away. I'll try it. Gallo Pinto. I'll try it. Sure, I'll find a really good restaurant who makes a good version of it, probably. It sounds like that Zambian player, or Zambian player has a Zambian player has a condition where he can't come back to play. That would be correct, Winvo? That would be correct. Mm-hmm. That would be correct. I think that's just overall in general, but I just think that's overall in general, but I've never seen any cases that would say you're a liar. Because the Zambian player tweeted today, it's not over till my God says it's over. I respect that. I like that. Never give up, even if you're in the worst, even if you're in the hardest position and it looks like you have to give up, never give up. Because in the end, you'll probably win. Probably. Yeah, I think so. I don't see that. Sunglasses are sunglasses. I mean, I'm not really a fan of sunglasses, you know. I'd rather see somebody's eyes. I'd rather see somebody's eyes. It's all in the eyes. It's all in the eyes. Top G activities. Top G activities 904. By the way, Rumble links in the description. Told you I'd get it as a backup. I think you're still here. Also, speaking of Top G activities, Rumble links in the description as well. Top G activities. Top G activities. First half, we rail against current society. Second half, we're going off the rails. Let's see what the second game has in store. See what the game has in store. See what the second game has in store. If the Liga MX directivos were not corrupt and actually cared about the league, then I could see Liga MX and MLS eventually becoming as powerful as European club football, then eventually surpass European club football. 56 minute. Zambia, we're building a good team. Patson Daka and other players I can't think of right now. Yeah, Zambia, they actually were building a pretty good team. I'm not going to lie. They were building a pretty good team. Celso Borges with a free kick here. They're actually building a pretty good team. Man, today's been... we've had a fun one today. Header! Oh, cleared away by Real España. 57th minute. Time's running out. The sands through the hourglass are emptying. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our CONCACAF League. There we go. The AFCON I watched, Zambia won it. Nice. Will MLS ever become the most powerful league in the world? I could see it. I could see it. I may be like 60, but I could see it. I think it has to. I mean, there has to be a moment where MLS figures it out. There has to be in my lifetime. I believe it. The first AFCON. Okay. Now I'm going to look up and see which one that was. That's going to be fun. Oh, yes. I need the card here. There we go. There we go. Smart. There we go. Here we go. Just set it up. SCL 22 semifinal. SF. Hold on. 2. Something to know about Canada. It's rude to pay for anything with coins. Well, you know what? I'm not really a guy who likes to use coins, so that's easy for me. I'll either put them, if I have any coins and just save them, I'll put them in a Coinstar. Even if I'm rich enough where I probably don't need to do that shit, I'll still do it. Or I'll have enough bands to where I don't need to pay for anything with coins. Or I will have enough bands to not need to pay with anything with coins. Or a Amex Platinum card. Either way, I'll have a Platinum card or is it the black card? I don't know. Which one's the richest? I think it's the Platinum card. I don't know. I think it's the Platinum card. I don't know. But I don't like using coins anyway. The best I do is just save them and put them in a Coinstar for more money. 904 G's. A high school friend of mine paid off a $5 debt with 500 pennies. Yeah, well, you can't get them converted into money because you'll have that Coinstar fee. That's the problem. So it turned into like $350 instead. They cut off the overhead. Yeah, I agree. I think Superliga, when it comes to MLS and South America and Liga MX, is more palatable. I would agree with that. Europe, it's kind of a little bit too deep to where it would not work. But I think in CONCACAF it will work better. American Express Platinum. There we go. Don't worry. Top G activities. Top G activities. You know. They did not pay me to say that. If they did, I would have had it right off the bat. As in which one it was. Celso Borges is coming off. They're taking him off. Substitution in the 61st minute. Looks like there will be another substitution as well. Looks like Johan Venegas. Yep, Johan Venegas for Celso Borges. Boom. Maho gets a yellow card. 62nd minute. Free kick for Alajuelense. If they score here, it'll be over. Cross in. Headed away and cleared. If Alajuelense scores a second goal, There we go. Ready to go. Tigres Stadium is really cool. You can see a real volcano in front of you. Oh, so that's why it's called El Volcan. I didn't think of it like that. That's badass. I didn't think of it like that. That's badass. Shit. Now I really want to go. Cool. Never really saw it like that. Time is ticking away, and Hans ain't happy about it. 63rd minute to the 90th. It takes 73rd, 83rd, about 27 minutes to score 3 goals without allowing another. So, but Salazar is right. With the Timbers out of the playoffs, Paulson is out of the headlines. Timbers are out of the headlines. Going to try our hardest to put Paulson in the headlines. We can shit can him. He'll get completely shit canned by the preseason starting. I'm sure of it. I don't think he could even handle being a absentee owner. So I think if you don't, he'll shit can himself completely. Paulson is honestly a bit of an egomaniac. I mean, the man definitely. Alajuelense's offside. I filled out my MLS playoff bracket. I'm doing that tomorrow, at least for the bracket challenge and all the bracket things I need for like trackers and stuff. But yeah, I put FC Dallas as champ, but might change it to Nashville. Dallas is champ. Well, hey, rub it in my face, why don't you? Pedro Baez for Junior Lacayo is the substitution for Real España. Rolando Blackburn got subbed out for Alajuelense as well. For Brian Ruiz. Oh, so Brian Ruiz is on. Legend. 65th minute. 9:04. Put your head back down. I got Cincinnati losing to Red Bull. Me? I honestly think Cincinnati's going to win that match. Honestly. Sadly enough, I got a haircut at that time. That's the match I'm not watching. But let's be honest. I think it's a good thing that that's the first match, Cincinnati Red Bull, because honestly, that don't sound appetizing at all. That doesn't sound like a good match at all. I watched the highlights to get acquainted for my recap, but other than that, I think that's all I could stomach. LA versus Nashville, though, on Saturday is the match I'm covering. Oh, now that's a good one. Austin over RSL by 75th minute goal. I could see that. I think Austin wins that match. Other day was watching a picture that was made by a drone. Yep, there's a volcano in the landscape. Nice. We'll see, though. 66th minute. Offside there. 25 minutes. Austin's beating RSL. Yeah, I agree with that. There ain't going to be no RSL. There ain't going to be no RSL Cinderella story this year. There ain't no way. It happens 2 years in a row. Ain't no way. Nashville Superman keeper Joe Willis, yes. Willis say no. 14 saves against LAFC as well. They got to go back to LA. I wonder if they're just staying there to train. Let's be honest. That would make a lot more sense. If you're in LA already, why not just stay there a week to train? Austin versus Dallas and Galaxy versus LAFC sounds too perfect. I can't see it happening. I still don't see Dallas going through. Austin, LA, and LAFC, I can see them. Joe Wilson on SofaScore got a 10 rating. I've never seen an MLS player get a 10 rating before. Galaxy got to quarterfinals. Let's go to MLS.com. Let's just go over this. Why not? Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So we got Dallas, Minnesota. I like Minnesota, honestly, to beat Dallas. I like Austin over RSL. I kind of want to go with Nashville. To win that match. You know what? You're right. RSL beats Dallas after they beat Austin. Keylor Navas, Sergio Ramos, Messi, and CR7 went to MLS. Which teams did you pick for them? NYCFC did make the playoffs. They're number 3. Navas, Toronto FC. We need a damn good goalkeeper. Sergio Ramos. Well, if we got a 4th DP spot, shit. Yeah, Toronto too. But Navas could save anything. Ramos to Miami. Messi to Miami. Ronaldo to the LA Galaxy. And that's not following the DP rules. I mean, you know, there you go. But for me, I got Nashville over LA. I got Minnesota over Dallas. I got Austin over RSL. I got Cincinnati over Red Bulls. I got NYC over Miami. And I got Montreal over Orlando. I got LAFC over LA Galaxy. I got Austin over Minnesota. I got Philly over Cincinnati. I got Montreal over New York. Be playing forward 70th minute. I got Austin over LAFC. I got Philly over Montreal. And I got Philly winning the MLS Cup over Austin at home at Subaru Park. That's what I know I got to do a predictions video, but hell, people see both parts probably. If Navas was in goal for Canada versus Costa Rica, Jonathan David never scores that goal. No, I agree. Are you bloody joking with me? Why Orlando lose? Because Montreal is a damn good team. I'd love to see Orlando make the upset. I'll be rooting for them to make the upset, but will it happen? No. No, it won't. Montreal is a damn good team. They're playing at Stade Saputo. It's going to be a very hard match to get that score. So, get that upset. So, I think I'm doing a live and RSR for it. I'm doing double lives on Saturday or Sunday as well. Because, of course, got to hate on Montreal. NYCFC goes all the way to the final again. But Montreal, I don't see NYCFC getting past Montreal. They have to go to Stade Saputo. NYCFC sort of has a forward crisis. Montreal's no slouches like Atlas were. Yeah, I would say so, but Winvo, Orlando's losing. There's a hole in Quebec that they call Montreal. Go to hell, Montreal, go to hell. There we go. Yep. 71st minute. About 19 minutes left for Real España to score 3 goals. There's a chance shot, side netting, or hits the ad board. Alajuelense will take a draw and they'll get on their way. That's the way it looks right now. It's the way it looks right now. My favorite chant. Yeah, me too. Me too. Giancarlo Gonzalez is on for Alajuelense. Oh boy. That ain't good. That's not good. He didn't start. No, he's on. Oh boy. Oh boy. 72nd minute. Now I can see how Real España scores multiple goals. Ugh. Giancarlo Gonzalez for Eric Caboceta. Oh, yeah, there we go. I think Dallas wins versus Minnesota because Minnesota's been struggling really bad against Dallas. I just have a feeling Minnesota's going to be a hard out. That's all. I mean, I may change. Those are just quick predictions. I may change my thoughts on that. I'm really going to dig into it tomorrow, probably. Well, I have to. Humberto Guevara Mora says, Viva la Liga. Pura vida. Gio Wanyama's leaving Montreal. Where do you reckon he goes next? Probably Saudi Arabia. Honestly, I'm shocked he's leaving. I don't know why. He'll go either to Asia or Saudi Arabia. That's my guess. They speak French in Canada. I did not know that before. It's called Quebec. It's called Quebec and Ottawa. Oh, yeah, Mariners choked today. Yep, that was sad, but, you know. How's it feel? 1-1 esta noche. 4-1 global. Alajuelense. Líder a las semifinales de la Liga CONCACAF. Oh, damn. Oh. Ugh. It's getting ugly. 74th minute. And Astros, Yankees, ALCS. Jesus. I want to puke. Oh, no. Mariners don't play again until Thursday. Only the NL games play tomorrow. Then the AL. So the AL has an off day tomorrow. So, but game 2, I get your point. Jonathan David's multilingual, speak for English, French, and Creole. Language they speak in Haiti and Louisiana. 75th minute. 15 more minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Real España is running out of time. The slipper, midnight's about to be hit. Midnight's about to hit here. Didn't know that. But you know, they're both tonight. Both second legs are tonight. That's why I'm live for 4 straight hours, then review the second match. There's no matches tomorrow. I'm recapping both semifinals tomorrow. No prediction for the final until right before, by the way. To milk content, you know. About a 7-minute video. It should be easy to put up and put out. Get up and put out. Shouldn't be a problem. But as long as the Mariners win a game in Houston, I think they win both games at T-Mobile Park. I think the Mariners still have a chance to win the round. Well, that's a different logo. Hey, someone calling for the Yankees. How's the game going? This game's going pretty good. 1-1 draw so far. Alajuelense leading. Goal. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Real España still alive. Crosses in. Shot. Goal. 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 Ramiro Roca taps it in. That's an ugly goal, but it's a goal nonetheless. 2-1. 1-2. 1-2 on the night. 1-2 esta noche. 4-2 global. 4-2 on aggregate. Real España has to score 2 goals in 10 minutes plus stoppage time. If they do that, they will go through to the final. Alajuelense is asleep at the wheel, just like they were against Guasatoya a year ago. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I like it. It's just different. There's still a chance. They're both tonight. It's Mariners, Yankees, ALCS would be crazy. The last time you were in the ALCS, it was Mariners, Yankees. So a little bit of revenge. 78th minute, 12 minutes plus stoppage time. Real España, Ramiro Roca with both goals. It's not over yet, and they're still alive and still pressing. Alajuelense is asleep at the wheel. Oh, for sure. Alajuelense is asleep at the wheel, just like they were against Guastatoya a year ago. And I thought this was a redemption year. Turns out, it doesn't really look like it. 78th minute. Then again, when they won the final, they made it a lot harder than it needed to be against Saprissa as well. So the first time Alajuelense has really faced any adversity in this tournament, it could be what ends it. 12 minutes. That's a tackle. Yellow card. 78th minute. But if Alajuelense scores a goal in these last 10 minutes, this game is over. Alajuelense needs to be kept out. 2-1 Rangers, 11:33 left. It would be symbolic facing the Yankees in the ALCS, how the drought started and is how it must end. Honestly, at that point, I'd be rooting for the Mariners. Rodriguez for Suarez, 79th minute, caught. Freddie Gondola for Lopez. Dodgers and Padres underway. I want the Padres to win. I want the Padres to win. '79th minute, 10 minutes to go. Ten minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Who goes to the final? Does Real España find those 2 goals and hold Alajuelense scoreless since their first goal? Or will Alajuelense hold serve? Cross in. Corner kick for Real España. Any goal by Alajuelense ends the tie. Real España has to be careful here. When they go forward, they have to be careful here. But never say die. Punched away by Alajuelense. And while it is, if Alajuelense loses this game 2-1 and still goes through, or 3-1 and still goes through, if Olympia wins their tie by outright winning, Olympia will host the second leg of the final. If Olympia wins on a penalty shootout draw, 0-0 draw, Alajuelense would still host the second leg. But if Alajuelense scores the second goal, that's enough points to clinch. Even with their goal differential, clinch home field in the second leg. Rocky got some Fun Timbers content coming after the season. Good. 82nd minute. Tomorrow's Liga MX quarterfinals. Cruz Azul versus Monterrey. Puebla versus Club America. Thursday, Tigres versus Pachuca. And Toluca versus Santos Laguna. Should be interesting. But Alajuelense has a chance. Shot, blocked away, corner. 82nd minute, 8 minutes to go. I want to see Olympia beat some Liga MX sides. Yeah, you know what? I would too. But I think this year is next year CCL is a very open moment for that, I would say. '82nd minute. Substitution for Real España. 8 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Isituno for Maja. Leon is the weakest of Liga MX teams in the CCL, I think. Now, I feel that. Gamboa over for a corner kick once again for Alajuelense. I won't be in your next live round. I got futsal right after. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Show out. That's all I'm going to say. Show out. But then again, you carry that team anyway. Cross in. Header down. Be a goal kick for Luis Lopez. Real España is still alive. By the skin of their teeth, but they are. Almost caught sleeping at the wheel, looks like Alajuelense. Cleared. 83rd minute. 83. Cross in. Header. Cleared. Shot. Blocked away. And Alajuelense could get on the break. But it's still with España. No foul. Ooh. Shot over the bar. That could have easily been one top corner shot that would put 5 minutes plus stoppage time, though. Oh, boy. That's headed away. Alajuelense, they score a goal. That's a foul. Free kick for Alajuelense. They clinched a tie and they clinch home field in the second leg of the final. Throw in. Oh. Alajuelense, 86th minute. 4 minutes plus stoppage time. Johan Venegas missed it. Foul, free kick for Real España. I think personally, I agree. I think that Van Ronken is a player the Timbers do need to get rid of. Hasn't been playing well this season. And I think the Timbers attack is probably what they should really hope to keep, that core, attacking-wise. And I agree, Mabiala is definitely a sub. Might as well not bite my nails, but hope's in place. You got 3 minutes plus stoppage time. I mean, it's possible. 2 goals. I mean, I've seen Toronto give that up in about like 5 minutes. So you have a chance. I'm not saying Alajuelense is Toronto, but Gondola. Cleared away. Pushed it out too far. But honestly, you got to score one before actual 90 and then score one in stoppage time. But maybe the ghost of Tobias time is down there in Costa Rica tonight. Here comes España. Oof. Advantage. Here comes Alajuelense. Gondola. Freddy Gondola. Foul. Free kick for Alajuelense. Any goal for Alajuelense ends the tie and qualifies them straight to, or not straight to the final, but second leg hosting in the final. No matter what Olympia does or Motagua does. Plays forward. Brian Ruiz, the legend, trying to make one last offside goal kick for Luis Lopez. 3-1 Rangers. Crazy. Need 2 attacking DPs, maybe a defensive DP this offseason. Sounds like Toronto. Real España is in the CCL, so they'll have their moments there in February. But the Cinderella story here, at least the CONCACAF League chapter has hit midnight, and the slipper doesn't fit no more. The slipper don't fit no more. 89th minute, Brian Ruiz plays it forward. Gondola plays it forward. Nice. Out for a goal kick or corner kick for Alajuelense in the 90th minute. We're getting to the 90th minute. No quit New York, baby. Which part? Yankees or NYCFC ain't playing right now. Brian Ruiz. Certainly ain't the Mets after what they did. 90th minute. Here. Cross in. Cleared away off the header. Into stoppage time. What do we have? 4 minutes of stoppage time. Gondola. Cross. Header. Goal! 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 Goal de la Liga! Goal de Alajuelense! Giancarlo Gonzalez with a header. It is tied. 2-2 esta noche. 2-2 on the night. 5-2 global. 5-2 on aggregate. Alajuelense has wrapped this game up a little bit more intensive than they wanted it to be. But they wrapped up this game. They will have home field going into the second leg of the CONCACAF League final. No matter what Olympia does or Motagua does. And Giancarlo Gonzalez got the game winner. Jeez. 3 more minutes to go. 90+1 for Giancarlo Gonzalez. Well, I mean, Real España could score a third goal, and they're trying. They have to score 3 now and basically a goal a minute to go through. It's not happening. It was important not to lose. Real España were getting victories here in Costa Rica before this game. I agree with that, but Alajuelense were a bigger fish to fry than Cartaginés or Herediano. This was always going to be hard. And after going up 3-0 on the road, I guess a 2-2 draw is fine. Still 5-2 on aggregate. Still looks pretty dominant as long as it's held as a draw. 92nd minute. 2 minutes left in the game. But it looks like Alajuelense are through. Gonzalez sucked ass at the Galaxy. That's a little bit embarrassing. Yeah, it is. But I guess in CONCACAF, at least this time he came off the bench. Freddy Gondola. Alajuelense trying to hold this draw because they know it gives them home field advantage on at the start of November for this second leg of the final. The final ever CONCACAF League match. The final ever save by Miguel Aju. I could definitely see Galaxy defense is stabilized a bit with Caceres is in. Galaxy defense, not going to lie. I agree with that. That's a word for the Rangers. Okay. Yeah, the Rangers are doing pretty good right now, not going to lie. Gamboa got nutmegged. 93rd minute, 1 minute to go. Alajuelense. Gonzalez was a nice defender in Serie A. He had a good level. He wasn't good for the Galaxy, though. But things change. I mean, 93rd minute, 50 seconds to go. And Real España is just standing on the ball. They know it's done. They know it's over. They had a nice run, and they still have Champions League starting in February. And they can bring back the Cinderella story then. But right now, foul, free kick. Should be the last kick of the game. A free kick for Alajuelense for the last kick of the game. Nah, he slipped. But okay. They give a free kick. Should be the last kick of the game. And we will see Alajuelense through to this 2022 CONCACAF League final. The 2020 champions will have a chance to be the first two-time champions in CONCACAF. It's full time. They don't even take the free kick. It is over. 2-2 on the night. 2-2 esta noche. 5-2 on aggregate. 5-2 global. Alajuelense on to the final of 2022 Scotiabank CONCACAF League. Alajuelense avanzada de la final de la Liga CONCACAF de Scotiabank 2022. Alajuelense, get it done. I had it. I called it. They would go to the final. They are going to the final, and they will host the second leg of the final no matter what happens in Honduras tonight. So at the end of the month, got 2 more games. And they could be the first two-time champions in CONCACAF League history. We shall see what happens there. Or will Motagua finally stop being bridesmaid, or will Olympia bookend the tournament as champions? We will find out what possibility we could have in 2 hours' time of who goes to the final on the other side of the bracket. And I'll see you then. It was a good run for Real España, but sometimes great things must come to an end. Great live, full time. With that being said, if you like this stream, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Send super chats on the live streams. Send comments. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you in about 10 minutes to start the live for Olympia versus Motagua. We'll have fun with that. I'll see you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace, but not for long. Sit tight.